Can any of you guys hear me? Anybody hear me right now at this time? Can anybody hear me? If the sound is no good, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna play a little music. So I'm gonna be on in just a few more minutes, everybody. So let me just fix the issue here. What's going on? I'll play a little music in the background so you guys can enjoy, and hopefully we'll get started. Actually, we'll get started in a few. I'll get rid of that. There we go. Thanks, Conan. We'll be on in just a few moments. I'm just getting some stuff straightened out here. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, here we go. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing good. All right, so good evening, everybody. Sorry for the little bit of the 10-minute wait there. Um, just gonna see here. How is the chat? Anybody hear me? How's the stream? If there's any skipping issues, from what I can see, there's a bit of a delay. Let me know if you hear me very well, if the sound is off. Um, it looks to me things are kind of it's a little off here. Just raise up the volume. I'm gonna increase the volume of the mic for a second. There we go. All right. So, Kona Man, not good. I'm still waiting for a sandwich from somebody. Kona, listen, man, I hate to disappoint, bro, but you're probably not gonna like my sandwiches as much, man. Even though, I mean, I'm not sure how you like your sandwiches, by the way, and even if I made it, it'd probably be really terrible. All right. So, hey, my boy Teal Vision's here. What's going on, buddy? I just wanted to do this late night with you guys, just to keep you guys posted. Just be aware of, make sure everybody's good. Because I care. I got family members and friends, or some who actually would keep in contact with me. But I'm pretty sure they are busy with their family. I'm pretty sure they have family of their own to take care of, and I wish them well. I hope they're doing well. Everyone's doing well tonight. He's having some difficulties. Yeah, I decided just for now, a lot of I took a little bit of advice actually from construction cronies, um, using some of the apps that he referred me to. So it's working out really well. I posted the video, by the way, actually a day early. Because tomorrow I'm going to be very busy tomorrow. I might not even be online on YouTube, or because I gotta get, I gotta get this place really. I gotta get some organization going on here. I'm doing it little by little, but I really want to get a lot done tomorrow, and I mean, there's so much. It's like a big long list right now that I have. So let's see who's here. Jason Reynolds is here. Thank you for coming. Conaman Studio and Teal Vision is here. Um, Appreciate you guys joining me tonight. It is April 6th, 2020. It's 8:12 p.m. here in the East Coast, in New York City. In about an hour or so, at around 9 o'clock p.m. I just want to let you all know, if you are for those who are an electrical apprentice, um, first year, second year, third year, or fifth year for that matter, or if you're starting off as a helper, or you have started off as a helper, and I know some of you are, the majority of electricians here in New York City and construction workers are at home, except for the city infrastructure workers and first responders and such. But for the construction, um, I just want to make this clear. If you're not aware, Mike Holt, Mike Holt is doing a live stream, I believe here on YouTube on this platform, at 9 p.m. Eastern time. He's going to be answering any questions that any of you electricians out there, no matter how many years you have in the field, if you have any code questions or any questions about the industry itself, or anything about business management, anything at all, you guys check out Mike Holt. Go to mikeholt.com/live. He's going to be on tonight at 9 p.m. So I'm hoping Mike Holt himself is watching. He's awesome. He's a terrific guy. He's very knowledgeable. Check out his website, or just type it in at www.mikeholt.com/TV or /live. I think it's TV actually. But yeah. So a lot of good information. If you have questions, ask. He'll answer them live tonight at 9. All right. So it looks like the stream's doing pretty well right now. So I finally got it to, let's see, 720p and at 30 FPS. All right, so the stream's looking good. Just let me know if the sound is if the sound's a little clunky. I set the sound to a low bit rate, so I figured maybe that'll fix up the issue with the whole notifications that I've been getting. So tonight I just want to know, how's everybody doing? What's going on? Give some updates of your well-being, because here, as usual, My situation here is no different than from yesterday. For one, also, to update, those of you who saw the video, the instructional video that I released, you're looking good for now. Thanks, Teal. Thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate that. I can actually see my my phone. It looks really well. I can see everybody's chat in the phone. I figured that it might have just been because the fact that I was in the live stream studio on the YouTube channel. I've been stuck on that to make sure the live stream was doing well, and I closed the window and I figure, you know what, let this run its course, and I'll just check it on the app and see what's going on. And it's looking pretty well. Smooth. It looks pretty smooth right now, but I appreciate that. Good. What's been new? What's been new? Well, I just released, like I've been saying, I released the instructional video for the LED installation on your pack out. So hopefully you guys got a chance to see that. I will be checking out the comments later, or in fact, I can take a look at it right now. Let me see. Let's take a look. I think I got a comment from Konaman actually. Let's see what he said. I didn't really take a good look. Let's see here. That's alive. Oh, he did leave a comment. Oh, cool, dude. Was that a mask? He put a mask, beers, cheers, and a glass of milk. I'm not sure if that's a glass of milk, a glass of water, but hey, thank you very much, buddy. Thanks for the comment, Kona Man. Yo, if you haven't checked out Kona Man Studio, check out his channel on YouTube. He's got some really pretty cool videos that he's been doing. So check him out and subscribe to his channel. He's a pretty awesome dude. Check him out. I highly recommend. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, I got off the live stream window. There we go. That was a re-release. Well, actually, it wasn't a re-release. I finished editing actually today, this morning. I was just putting some touch-ups. That was recorded on last week, Wednesday. And it took a lot of time. I did a lot of reshoots for that. Things didn't go so well the first time. Originally, it was going to be that pack out, that large pack out. It was going to be that one. Let me close that right there. It was originally going to be the pack out toolbox, the much smaller one. There was the very first pack out that I installed with LEDs, but at the time I had a switch and it was kind of clanky and bulky, and I kind of tore that off and got rid of that. So I decided to just start from scratch again with the large pack out toolbox, and it worked out great. I think it looks awesome. Looks really well, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know there's some little, you guys probably wondering, like, why was the focus so bad. I tried to fix that. There's nothing really I can fix on. I mean, I don't have a cameraman. Like I said, I do all these videos by myself. I used to have my brother be the cameraman. He had a very good, well put camera setup, and he would get all the best shots, the zoom ins right and everything. But with me, I just have my camcorder that I'm using as a webcam, which is a pretty awesome feature because it gives better HD quality to my live streams. And yeah, he was. I gotta give a big shout out to my brother Steven. He's a freelance photographer. He goes, well, let's see. I can actually, if you guys are looking for in the future, not saying now, but in the future, if you guys are looking for a photographer, my brother Steven is a really good freelance photographer. He actually did my fiance and I, we did a shoot. He did us a photograph. He did some photos of us together, and it was really nice. He did a really great job. I can actually send out. Let's see. He's on Instagram. Give his Instagram. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so you go. His Instagram is srodriguez_photography 1984. all lowercase words, by the way. So check out S Rodriguez / photography 1984 over on his Instagram. If you have a request for future, like for parties, weddings, personal photo shoots, you can give him a shout out and check him out. He will gladly go on ahead and work with you on some photo shoots, whatever projects you may need for, you know, anything that deals with photography. You need a photographer, he's your guy. Um, so yeah, it's been he was my guy. He was my guy for video and photography, and he and like the circuit breaker finder video that I did as the demonstration video. He was behind the camera then. He did a really good job, I think. Very well put. Um, you know, recording, like he's awesome. But anyways, yeah, this took it didn't have much focus, like I said, so I kind of had to bear with it. I'm still practicing. I'm still learning as I go. So let's see the comments here. Conan says, "Glass of milk. We know you don't like beer, wine, or any liquor." You know, I had a funny feeling you're gonna probably say that in the comments there, Conan. Mike Reed says it was an expanded mod of one of your first videos. After I saw your videos last year, I did mine and my Vito tool bag. Oh, did you really, Mike Reed? Dude, I gotta check that out. You wait? So you're saying you did a an LED install in your Vito Pro Pack tool bag? That sounds pretty awesome, dude. Listen, Mike, if you can, I don't know if you can do it here, or you can go on my Instagram. Just send me the link. I want to see that video, or you can just tell me right now. Actually, I can look at it. I want to see that. That sounds interesting. I want to see how you did that, dude. That sounds pretty cool. Nice. Okay, he did do it. Oh, sweet, dude. Send the link. Send it away, man. I want to see that. Let's see. Hold on a second. How did I do this last time? I'm asking myself how I did this last time to get on the okay. All right, here we go. So, I'm going to have to take that off. Right? And let's go to had to see inside the bag. Those lights helped. Nice. I got to check that out, dude. On your channel, right? Ooh, live streaming with you guys. It's gonna have some interference. So if you notice the stream is slowing down or the sound quality is bad, now that's because I opened the program for Google, so I have to. It's gonna be a bit slow. Yeah, I'm breaking up the Google search engine. You. I hope. No, this is not you, dude. Is it? No, this ain't you. It's definitely not you. That is definitely not you. Okay, so why does this show a guy who's playing piano? That's definitely not you, dude. Okay. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that now. I had to close the window. I definitely had to close the window. Um, so now another reason why I'm getting like the connection breaks up is obviously the download and upload speeds. My upload speed isn't that great unless I have just one program running on my laptop. If I was to open like Google Chrome to see other videos and such, it is, and now that I notice, it starts to break up the connection, and that's because the hard drive is basically working much harder, and I have a lot of stuff here. I'm gonna uninstall a few programs that I don't really use. Um, so kind of bear with me, guys. I mean, this it is what it is. Sometimes I just came to find out actually when I went on signed into my Spectrum account, they actually do random maintenance work remotely. So it could be another reason why I have a slow connection as well. Um, so bear with me for that, Klein guys. Sorry, I'm multitasking so I can hear everything. It's cool, Kona. You're good, buddy. You need two rigs, one for streaming, one for working. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get another laptop. I have one in mind that I actually put in as a wish list. But I gotta put some money away. But during these times, I don't know. I gotta see what happens. Um, 2 days I had to claim for a file for unemployment. That's gonna be fun. And then I gotta wait. I gotta wait out 2 weeks until it goes through. So yeah, it's crazy out here. It's getting nuts. But you're right about that, buddy. What I wanted to do originally, because this program, I don't, well, actually it does take two. Give me a second here. Well, this program I bought about a few weeks ago, I just reinstalled it again because the other I reinstalled Streamlabs yesterday. I wanted to see if whatever programs I had here, I removed like my CyberLink Power Director. I removed Microsoft Edge, anything that was taking so much space on the hardware, on the hard drive, or CPU, I should say, the CPU. I just whatever I'm not using, I just deleted, and I just wanted to see if like OBS would work. Um, because when I first had OBS, some of you may remember it worked. It worked great. It worked beautifully. No problems, nothing. And I was just testing it out for the first time. It was like back in April or March no, it was actually back last year of March, and it worked awesome. Like I had my overlays, I had my design, everything. I was testing it out, and I think that was the day I was picking up a tool or something for repair shop or whatever. And I took a day off from work from that, and I decided, hey, let me try Streamlabs because it was referred to me by Vince from VCG Construction. So I said, oh, let me give it a shot, and it worked only for that one day. And then the next day after that, when I got back to it, I started having connection problems, streaming problems, and I was like, okay, this ain't working no more. So but I came across this program from Cyberlink from Power Director, and it's called CyberLink Screen Recorder. So it's got a streaming option. I bought this, wow, like 2 months ago, and I thought at first this was being a problem for me, that my streams were slow, and it turns out other programs that are running are slowing it down. My CPU is getting crowded, so it's a whole big technical thing. So I'm still trying to clear out things I'm not using on this computer for now. I want to use this for live streaming, but the CPU it doesn't have enough room for that. So I'm working on getting another laptop uh, for that, and just use this one for work. I originally had this laptop for work only, but then I realized like, oh, I'm streaming on my phone too many times. I kind of got a little tired of it, and I just needed something that would take up more of my photos and recordings and stuff. So I bought this laptop and thought maybe I could do both in between, but um, this can't handle my streaming option here. So let's go to here we go. No man, you need to build your own PC, bro. Put parts on a wish list. That was originally my plan from the get. When I first started this channel, I wanted to build my own PC, my own tower, everything. but it costs money. So and I had to sort of calculate all the the earnings. I did so much math. I It was such a pain. Like I had to really budget myself, which I am still today at this point, budgeting myself, and it's hard. I mean, there's some parts I did find that were less expensive, you know, good quality computer parts and hard drives and stuff. But man, would they go out so quick? Like I would need like a week, and like, oh, I'll wait till next week to get my pay on my mixed pay, and I'll buy it. And then when that day came on a Friday or Saturday, it's like gone. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Someone just like beat me to it. But I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, eventually, it's gonna happen. Eventually, it's gonna happen. I know I'm behind on a lot. Everybody else is doing the same, or everybody else is still using like their phones and stuff. Um, if you, I don't know, you guys remember Wheelrow used to, Minorca, or now goes by the name Minorca Home Solution. He just does everything on his phone, and he's doing pretty well. He did pretty well with that. But I haven't heard from him on the from Minorca Home Solutions in a while yet. He hasn't been on Instagram as much or on YouTube, so I hope he's doing okay. Hope Robert's doing all right. I did my budget bill last year, and I'm so grateful I did. Mike Reed says one of the guys I used to watch created a frame that he made out of PVC. He was able to mount his camera and lights on it to do his videos. So, who's this? J Flow Triple Foe. What's going on, buddy? Whoa. What did it say? Okay, let me see. Hello, my name is John Flora. Whoa. J Flow Triple Foe, man. Thanks for joining, but I appreciate the message. Um Hold on a second. Why is the Whoa, I lost the screen. I lost the window. I lost the window. Um Hold on. Oh, go back. Go back. I can't see the chat. What happened? There we go. There we go. We're back. The window's back. Now I can see all your comments and such. Um Why is this now popping up and I can't? Okay, buddy. I understand J Flow Triple Four. But please don't spam. I know this is. It seems like it's a spam, brother. But I would say because Lawnmower just blocked you off. By the way, Lawnmower is a moderator. If anybody's got a highlighted blue, their name highlighted in blue with a blue wrench, they're the moderators. Are trying to keep spam off. They're trying to keep the bullying out. They're trying to keep the negativity out. They're the guys who are keeping the chat here clean. So if you gotta say, if you're here to talk negativity, or you're a naysayer or whatever, it's not tolerated here on the stream or on this channel. So just bear in mind of the moderators. They will block you or kick you out or ban you. All right. So, oops. Whoa! I just opened a different window. What's this? All right. So listen to me when I'm streaming. I'm actually I'm a few seconds in delay here. Whoa. Okay. Okay, J Flow Triple Four. Listen, do me a favor. I have respect to what you believe in, but I would appreciate if you do not. This what I have to consider a spam. This is a channel for tool reviews. In the construction industry. I respect your belief and I understand. respectfully. But I appreciate if you don't leave comments like that here. I'm gonna have to pin it as spam. I'm gonna consider it as spam still, but I do appreciate you, spreading the word that way. So I'm gonna have to remove the comment, my friend. Sorry. If you want to comment, just comment about the subject at hand of what any videos that I post up that deals with tools. So I appreciate that. You're still doing it, buddy. Come on, man. I don't think negativity. It's not negativity. He's saying some positive stuff, but it's more like religious stuff. I understand that. I get that. I respect that. But here in this channel, what happens is when someone talks something about religious, it becomes political afterwards, and I don't want to talk about all that here on the channel. I just want to see how everybody's doing. We're here to talk about tools, tool deals. We could talk about movies. We could talk about gaming, anything you want to talk about. If you got questions about the construction, in the industry or code and safety, we could talk about it here. We could even talk about everybody's well-being here. What about what's going on. How's everybody, holding up? It's just general conversation, just to sort of keep everybody who's going through this time, who's having a rough time through these, these very struggling times, to just kind of uplift them and stay positive and just basically share out how everybody's what everybody's going through as well. We don't. I want to steer clear from religion and politics at this point, and I want to just say that I respect that. Please don't start spamming on the chat. You will get blocked. I mean, JFlow 444, man. I know you've been on VCG Construction's live streams chats too, and I did not expect this from you, brother. So, just let's keep this spam free, and just talk about their day, how's everybody's day, and you guys showing any give me a conversation about what you're going through during these times and what's keeping you busy. Are you doing anything creative, any projects you're doing at home, stuff like that. But let's just keep it spam free, okay? Like I said, Kona, he's not being negative. It's just a bit of spamming now that I'm seeing, so I had to delete that. That's weird. Why is this popping back up again? Okay. And he keeps. All right. Hold on here. There we go. Okay. So Lawnmower asks, and by the way, if you guys want my attention, please type at Klein Guy John, just like Lawnmower did. He asked, "Did you ever finish your OSHA 30?" Yes, I did. I actually finished last July. I have my OSHA 30 card. We actually have. I have to do 10 more hours of OSHA, meaning I have to take a. I have to take a. I believe it's oh, what is it? It was supposed to be an SST course bundle that was going to be provided by the company, but either that or I can just take 10 more, do the 10 more hour OSHA, which meaning I need 10 more hours, 5 hours of safety. I think it was the harness, not the harness. It is not scaffold because I have my 8 hour scaffold card. I forgot it was I can't remember now. Jeez, I think it had something to do with safety and harness safety course or something like that. And then there's the alcohol and drug course I have to take as well, which is included with the 10 hours. So basically it's 40 hours, and I have to have that, I believe, before July. Either this July or by December. I have to find that out. I have to take 2 more of those courses at least to qualify to stay on the job site. If I wanted to be a foreman or sub foreman, I would have to take an SST course bundle package, which my my employer provides, but I would have to do that on the weekends, and on weekends those are the times where I have to do like like chores, laundry, groceries, all that. And I'm not married right now, and I don't have someone to do that for me. My fiance would do it, but she needs my help. We help each other out, and I don't want to leave her to do all that while I'm taking these courses on weekends. And it's a burden on her, and I don't want that on her. To fall. Yes, thank you. Fall protection. That's what it is. Thank you, lawnmower. Every time I try to remember that course, I'm like, it's fall protection. They do fall protection. Thank you very much. Yes, I have to take a fall protection course and an alcohol and drug course as well. So let's see here. Just Mike Reed says, just working and staying careful about letting my customers run up a tab. I may end up doing 30 also. Right now, we're looking at May 20th before we can return. Coleman says, Chris, what is the NEMA rating? Oh, man. So, the fall protection and the alcohol and drug safety class, or however they call it. I have to take 2 of those classes, at least to have 10 hours extra for OSHA. So, I mean, that's 40 hours, and I can, stay on the job site and work. Now, like I said, if I want to be a foreman, a sub-foreman, I take a SST course. It's called SST, stands for site safety training supervisor certification or whatever. So that's for like people who are foremen and site supervisors, sub foremans and such that are competent enough to know what to make sure that everybody's on the job sites. Job site is safe, and what to identify on the job sites. Make sure all their crew has their their safety gear and PPEs and so forth. And then they're trained to basically fill out accident reports for the OSHA, to report to OSHA, and also basically fill in orders, making sure. Like I said, everybody's wearing PPEs, all that stuff. Look aheads, and also weekly staff meetings like OSHA meetings and toolbox talks on the site every week. We have that every week. When I was working over at 42nd Street Times Square, we have toolbox talks and the OSHA safety meetings during either our coffee break or after lunch. So that was always a weekly basis on the job site. So that's required for a site safety training supervisor. So let's see here. So yeah, I'd say go get it, lawnmower. You should get your OSHA 30. I would suggest go to 360training.com. I'm not sure now what they should have a discount when you go in. You go in to get I wouldn't say don't bother with the OSHA 10. A lot of people think that, getting OSHA 10 and then OSHA 30, you got your 40 hours. That's not the case. That it doesn't count, because already in the OSHA 30, the OSHA 10 is already implemented. So technically, you're doing 20 hours extra to get your OSHA 30. So I would suggest get your OSHA 30, take the course online. You could save it at any time. I just heard a noise. That was weird. Oh, it's upstairs. You can take the course at any time. You can save at any time. You have each day you get 7 hours per day to take that course. And also you have 6 months the day you purchase the course online to take it. So if you decide to take it on the 6th month, the last month you have, and you're not able to finish it, it's going to shut you out. The site's going to close you out, and they won't let you go back in and take it. So that means you have to go purchase it again and retake the whole course. So you have that 6-month period to finish the course. So, but it's fairly simple. If you can find ways of like speeding through it, go right ahead. I know there's some guys who can't sit down and wait for the little timer to go off to continue to the next the next section of the course. It's a pain, but I figured out a way to go through it quicker. Because most of the stuff is basically common sense, really. It's the parts towards the end that gets hard, so you have to really, really, you know, focus and understand, regulations and site warnings and stuff like that. So, um, Klanga, do you know what NEMA rating is? NEMA rating. NEMA rating. NEMA rating. Usually NEMA, like if we, it's, I guess it's national. Oh crap! I forgot what that stands for. Jesus, there's so many freaking. Hold on. Oh, it's approved by the I think it's a national electrical. Um, let me see. Oh, I do with the camera. My bad. Oh, actually, there's a bunch of. Oh man, my. There we go. All right. So, it's a rating of system for equipment that might be exposed to liquids, rain, ice, corrosion, and contaminants such as dust. Constructed for either indoor or outdoor use to provide a degree of protection against falling dirt, rain, sleet, snow, wind blown dust, splashing water, and hose directed water. That's what it basically means. Now, what NEMA stands for is the National Electrical Manufacturers Association. That's what it stands for. But if you're asking for a rating, isn't NEMA the type of plug? No, I just read what it means. NEMA is a rating system for equipment that might be exposed to liquids, rain, ice, corrosion, and contaminants such as dust, falling dirt, rain, sleet, snow, wind-blown dust, splashing water, and hose-directed water. For instance, let's say you're an electrician. Okay, you someone tells you I need a NEMA 20R. The 20R stands for 20 amp receptacle. That's what the 20R stands for. 20 amp receptacle. NEMA rated. So it's rated it's a manufacturing association. And it stands for the National Electrical Manufacturers Association. It defines standards of use in North America for various grades of electrical enclosures, typically used in industrial applications. So it's rated for protection of certain equipment, applications of the job, equipment, and material, and what it's used for, what's main purpose of use. Okay, so here we go. Hold on a second. I'm behind on the comments. I'm sorry, guys. Wow, you guys are speeding through the comments real quick. What NEMA rating is OSHA 30? Yes, OSHA 30, Mike Reed. I'm hoping you got all that. If you didn't, let me know. You can email me. I'll leave my email in the description box down below after the stream. It's the latest film, Ocean's 30, time with a zombie comedy twist, all with CGI graphics. That's a good one. I remember somebody actually said that on the job site. He goes, "What's Ocean 30?" I was like, "No, it's OSHA 30." Big fan of Ocean's 28, 29 was just garbage. So it's Occupational Safety and Health Administration. That's what, yeah. Isn't you a type of plug? No, I just explained it. So I hope you got that information. Lawnmower, yeah. What does it get you? Lawnmower says some places require it so you can continue working there. Correct, especially like commercial and residential construction, and industrial as well. Parts industrial. Lawnmower, other places you can keep working there. Match up NEMA type plug. Yes, you do, Mike Reed. You would. What I would suggest if you're not sure. Those of you who out there who are starting in the electrical trade, or you're not sure what to what to find when it comes to like electrical outlets, um, like for welding equipment and range electric range. Um, you could also get yourself a Uglies book. An Uglies, it's electrical reference guide. So basically, whatever it has all this information, whether it's load calculations, Ohm's law. It even tells you all the NEMA categories for like outlets, plugs, and what to match for amperage on a circuit and stuff. It'll tell you. It'll have those specifications, and it'll tell you what you need for that application on the job. So very useful to have. I would prefer those you do like industrial or commercial residential work. Always carry an Uglies book. I always carry my Uglies electrical reference guide book. It comes in very handy, especially when you're looking for conduit fill. When you need to find out how much wire can fit in a 3/4, 1 inch, half inch, inch and a quarter EMT or rigid pipe, it has all that information there. All right. So check that out. You can look it up on Amazon. They just recently came out with the Uglies 2020 electrical reference guide, and it's going for like about 12 and change right now on Amazon. So if you're looking for a new an electrical reference guide, I'd suggest the Uglies book. Check it out on Amazon. Depending on the state that you live in, of course, if your state is going by a certain code by the NEC, for instance, my New York City, we are following the 2008 National Electrical Code, but the city itself has its own code, which is based on the 2008. It's the New York City 2011 New York City Electrical Code, which is based on the 2008 code book as well. A little. Some people think it's a little confusing, but if you have both the books or the book that's all in one, it'll give you a better understanding how that works and how to understand it. But if you live like in regions like Georgia, that they follow the 2017 code book as of right now, as of today, and Boston, Massachusetts, they're following the current year 2020. They're the first to come out with the NEC code book, and they're the first to follow up every 3 years on the code. So if the next 3 years we have the 2023 NEC code book, Massachusetts is going to be the first state that's going to right away fall into that code, while all the other states are going to be either 3 years behind, 4 years behind on code. It's just different with different states. But here in New York, we're going to be, hopefully by October, we'll be slowly going into the 2014 code. That's why I'm actually studying on the 2014 code right now. City code wise, I don't know if New York City is going to stay with 2011 and base it off of 2014, or they're going to switch over to 2017 and base it off of 2014. It's more like with politics and stuff. It's going to be based on the decision of the council, of the city council, or the city seated leaders. It's a political thing, so I guess it's up to them, and it also depends on like how much money would have to be involved on, changing codes to different building, to all like building code, and it's all political. So yeah, just keep in mind that your state code may differ from what you're reading that's current to this year. So just bear that in mind, or look up on your city website or state website. They'll have building codes and electrical codes and such and so forth. So what do we got here? So let me read here. Actually, I'm a little behind. Mike Reed says, I know when I install equipment, I have to match up the NEMA type plug. Yes, you do. Mike Reed. Lawnmower says, sometimes state or local regulations require all your employees to take it, especially in construction trades. Yes. comes to OSHA 30, like here in New York City, by December, everyone should have, well, December of last year, everyone should have an OSHA 30 card. If not, you're not allowed on the job site. You're not allowed to work. So um, I got mine in mid-July, so that was good. I got it early. Here in New York City, of course, they require now for you to take your OSHA course I believe it's every 4 years. You have to renew your OSHA. Now I know you're all saying like, well, they don't do that in my state because in the back of the card it says this card does not expire. OSHA card in most states, yes, your OSHA card does not expire. Some states will require, like New York City, of course, require that you renew your card. I believe it's actually, yeah, every 4 years you renew it. It'll renew the date of you have received your card. You have to renew it from there. So I normally do it every 3 years, so that way I'm keeping up to date, and I can get, not forget about taking the courses and stuff like that, and just get it out the way. But that's basically what it is here, because there's a lot of construction accidents here in New York City that happen almost every day of every week, and people are just, when someone's injured on a job site and they find out, oh, he doesn't have his OSHA, then that's a big problem. Those are huge fines to the employer. Not to the employee. OSHA does not fine employees. They fine the employer. They find out who you work for. They write and send the fine over to your employer, and it could be like, I believe it's $27,000 fine. Or depending on the violation of the job site or the injury, and so forth. Let's see. Soft serve machines and deep fryers also have particular NEMA type plugs. Yes, they do, Mike Reed. The original equipment manufacturer request is on the tag. Yes, I would say equipment like that, commercial equipment, yes, you need to go by the equipment manufacturer. Original equipment manufacturer, or OEM for short. I have worked on countless construction sites, and the most anyone has requested of me is a hard hat. Well, it depends on the state you live in as well. But more so, if you're on a construction site and stuff, and they tell you to wear a hard hat, here's the thing. I don't know, Mike Reed, if it's probably different. You probably don't experience it as much, but here in New York City, we get an OSHA, someone from OSHA, an OSHA inspector, as we call them. They come and they'll come in dressed up as a worker, with a backpack, hard hat. Sometimes they wear tool belts. I've seen them wear a tool belt, and they have either a little clipboard hanging around them. That's how you'll know if they're from OSHA. They'll walk around, they'll look around. If they see anybody without a hard hat, they right away whip out their phones, take pictures. They'll ask you a question like, who do you work for, what company you work for, and if you have to tell them, because you don't tell them, they'll find out from they will find out from the site super. So it doesn't matter if you tell them or not. The site super will tell them that who you work for, and they'll right away document that. They'll find out the name of the employer. They'll find out the address, and they will notify them. They'll email photos and say, hey, look, this is one of your workers. They're not wearing a hard hat. They're not wearing a safety harness if they're working at certain heights. Anything that's above 6 feet, they're not wearing a safety harness on them. Boom, you're getting a fine. They'll even give you for extension cords all over the floor, all over the site, on the ground, on the job site. They take photos of that. They send to find out. They won't find the exact employer. They'll find the site soup, the general contractor who's in charge of the entire job site. They will tell them, look, this is what's going on. They'll either give you a warning, and if they come back a week after and it's still going on, they fine you. It's a done deal here in New York City. They're kind of ruthless here, these OSHA guys. They'll come in randomly. They won't tell you if they're coming over, because by law they can't tell you if they're going to come over and inspect the site for safety reasons. They just come randomly. So you got to be very aware of, like, coming into work. If they don't even see you wearing your PPEs or your personal protective equipment, like your safety glasses, if you're not wearing a mask while drilling and demolitions occurring in the job site, um, or any like sawdust around, anyone grinding, they want make sure people are wearing dust masks, safety glasses, hard hats. If you're working above 6 feet or more, they want you to wear a safety harness. If you're not wearing a safety harness, or if you're not wearing it or using it properly, boom, photo. They'll get your information, who you work for. They send out the violation and the fine per, I guess per violation. They do actually per violation, so they charge per violation. Um, so it's expensive on the employer. So if you work for an employer or even work for yourself and you have a crew of your own, I would suggest having your crew wearing proper PPE on the job, making sure you don't get those fines. Um, Corded tools, you're gonna have extension cords on the job site. It happens, no one really pays attention because they're focused on the job. There's gonna be extension cords all over the place. That is that's a safety issue because people could trip over, get tangled up, trip, fall, hurt themselves, or even sometimes get them or die, for that matter. Um, Yo, Amos Cardoza's here. What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. By the way, guys, it's 9:02 p.m. So if you are interested in watching, oh, there he is, and he just went off. Mike Holt's live right now on YouTube. Check him out. He's taking any questions that you have about electrical safety, electrical code. He will answer them for you. So yeah, have a look at it and check out MikeHolt.com/TV, or go on YouTube on Mike Holt's channel on YouTube. All right, so Amos, my friend, says Conan Man. Wow, look at this. Amos is in the house. Studio says hello, brother. You having a fine day, Lawnmower? What's good? Cuz Amos says, my friend, how you doing? I'm sorry, Conan Man says, Amos, my friend, how you doing today? I'm fair to Midland. Almost done cleaning my fence. Little time. Oh man, sorry about that. I was told, Mike Reed says, I was told that OSHA inspector was on site and I had to get a hard hat and come back to finish the install at another time. Yout. You can, you can be told that. But if you don't, if you haven't gotten your OSHA yet, bro, you need to take an OSHA course and understand what they are looking for. What does an OSHA inspector expect when he walks in on a job site? So there are guys on the field right now don't even have an OSHA, and somehow they get around to getting into working a job site, which is a huge risk by any employer. That's why in New York City they're being very, very strict on that. So anywhere else they will be strict on, but they probably won't even tell you because they just think like, oh, it's not a big deal. It is a big deal because your employers couldn't putting you in danger without you giving you this information, and it could lead to someone getting hurt, yourself included, and could bring out to a point where you got to go to court, go lawsuit. But then it's not just gonna be your employer's fault; it's also gonna be your fault because they could go around and say, well, as a construction worker, you should be aware that the site super should be telling everyone or posting signs up or this and that. You should be reading those signs and, complying with OSHA regulation and all that, and all the safety rules. So it's not worth getting hurt on the job site or going through all that at all. Client guy, the company I work for and the ladies got hit by OSHA $500 because we had the guard off the table of the saw and they came. Yes, they will also give you a fine for not having a guard on a grinder. And in the OSHA, I'm going to tell you right now, in the OSHA course, it's going to tell you that certain hand tools, you're going to go through a chapter in the course where they're going to talk about power tool safety, and that's one of them. The guards on your grinders, your table saws. Guards for welders as well, what they're supposed to be wearing. If you're not wearing that, an OSHA inspector comes by and sees you not wearing your face shield and just wearing goggles, boom, OSHA fine right there. Table saw with no guard, boom, OSHA fine. Grinder without a guard, done, OSHA fine right there. They're really stringent on that stuff, man. They're really strict. So take that course. You'll thank me later. So don't take any chances. Don't get your boss pissed off either, because he will end up getting those fines. Not you, he will. And he's gonna have to lay off or let go of somebody. Just saying. All right, so don't be that guy. Amos, go to Klein guy. At Klein guy, you chilling, brother? How you hanging in there? I'm doing good, Amos. I'm doing all right, man. Everything's going well, brother. I appreciate that, man. I got food, I got water. I got enough toilet paper. I wasn't those toilet paper hoarders you hear on the news. I just actually did a video yesterday about that, a live stream. I think you were there. It was ridiculous. I mean, and it's still going on like that. But what can you do? But I'm doing good then. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out, bro. I appreciate you coming over, man. Coleman says you should do a video about it, bro. Do a video about what? I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Coleman. What do you want me to do a video about? Lawnmower says at Amos Cordero is not too much. Finding a source of respirators. Lots of YY0969-2013 available, but I need a double Y0469-2011 or better. Whoa, yikes! That's a lot of numbers. Lawnmower is going to be hard to find right now. Lawnmower is not especially, but prices have at least doubled. Listen, if you go on Amazon, you type down P100s or N95s or respirators, tough luck. Because here, when I tried looking for replacements for my respirator mask, for the filters, I have to be a first responder or working in the medical field to qualify for purchasing now, because they're really hitting it hard right now on Amazon. If you go type it down, I kid you not, I cannot get my filters from my respirator for the job site, my multi-purpose respirator, and it sucks, dude, because I only ordered one pack. I need a second one in case that one goes bad as well. It's always good to have an extra set. Now I can't purchase it. So, I mean, it is what it is now, because what's going on with with this coronavirus going around, it's crazy, guys. So just keep in mind, if you guys are going to get P100s and N95s, they're only available from what I'm seeing, they're only available for the healthcare employees or people who work in healthcare or first responders. So you have to have like proof that you work as you're a first responder, you work as a nurse or a doctor. It's nuts. So yeah, we're pretty much we're pretty much at we're out of luck on that one as people who are staying home. Not especially because I can get as many as I want from China, even N95 equivalents, but I'm trying to find something faster than 2 or 4 week delivery. Yeah, I've tried. Look, I'm trying to get myself actually. Even though it's not masks, I'm trying to get. I have some surgical masks that I use if I have to go out. But like for instance, my microphone, I'm trying to get a boom mic, like a scissor arm boom mic, and they won't deliver. It's estimated to be delivered in my house by the 25th of this month. So it's like it's not even worth the wait. I rather just wait it out and just work with what I have. And the reason why I want a scissor lift, because I'm kind of always I'm a little hunched over, so I'm trying to figure out ways to stay comfortable while talking to you guys on the mic and stuff. So it's a little hard on my back a little bit right now. So I have to sit up. I can sit up like this, and that's fine, but it gets a little uncomfortable after a while. Let's see here. At Client Guy John, when is the job site no longer a construction site? That's the question. When I show up to a site, everything is in or should be. When is the job site no longer a construction site? Listen, Okay, when it's no longer a construction site, is when the job site's complete or you're doing punch list. For instance, let's just say I'm in a building, right? I'm working in this building from the ground up until the point where all the drywall's up already, paint is done, furniture's in, tables are in, computers are running, but the only thing I'm there for is to put in some bulbs, some outlets, you know, stuff like that. You won't need like your hard hat or safety harness or reflective jacket, you know. The only thing you should be wearing at least for safety reasons is work gloves and your safety glasses and safety boots. That's about it. You make sure you if you're an electrician like myself, you're working on energized equipment, make sure you shut it off, work on it safely. And that's it. I mean, it's mostly stuff like that. Now, sometimes if it's acceptable, now let's say for instance you're in a site where the ceilings are just finished ceilings, but you got some walls that are still skeletal, still have some framing work. You know, sheetrocks up in the ceiling already. Well, they still require you to wear a hard hat. It only depends on the job site if it's deemed safe, to not wear a hard hat, and that's only up to that would be I believe that's up to the site super, and I believe I think I don't believe, but if correct me if I'm wrong. If those of you are out there in the construction, let me know if this happens with you guys or this goes on. But I think what they do is they have to have a building inspector or OSHA inspector come and deem it safe. That's the point where we're not required to wear a hard hat and it's fine. If not, and you still got drywall up and all around from the wall and up in the ceiling, and if he doesn't still deem it safe for some apparent reason or for his own, however how they feel about it, they will say hard hats are still required until completion of finished work or whatever the case may be. Then yeah, but some cases, yeah, you could wear you cannot you don't have to wear a hard hat if like on finished work that's already done. Now, if there's finished work and the exterior of the building is still being worked on and still being under construction and requires a hard hat in that area, yes, you're gonna have no choice but to wear a hard hat when you leave the building, or if you have to work outside above scaffold and such, then yes, you're required to wear a hard hat. Um, and that's about it. I mean that's as far as I know to my knowledge. I think that's yeah. Coleman says studio. I'm too busy to do vids. Says Amos Cardoza. At Clang Agile, I'm in one of the exempted groups, government entity. Okay, yeah, if you're government entity, then yeah. But I still practice safety. You know what I'm saying? I've been on a job site, for instance, when my second year as a second year apprentice, we were working. I was working in Soho on Wooster Street. It was my last. I think it was my last week, 2 3 weeks with the company. My first company I worked for. We were working in Wooster Street in a Ray-Ban store, and it was still being renovated. Uh, I think myself, actually, I think I was the only one, to be honest, wearing a hard hat on the job. Like we still had, even though there was like, well, it wasn't finished, but they were framing, the ceiling, framing the walls for drywall and such. We had a huge scaffold because we had to go down to the basement. There was no stairway to the basement, so they had to build a scaffold stairway to the basement to work on the new electrical service that we're putting in. I was the only one wearing a hard hat, my gloves, safety glasses, and the signs were saying hard hat area, hard hat, always wear hard hats, whatever, hard hat signs, danger, hard hat, hard hat area, or whatever like that, and wear PPEs, and none of the guys were wearing none of that. I except for like myself and a laborer was wearing a hard hat. I was suited up and everything, so um yeah, it was a bit scary because I'm seeing like we're in a building where anything can happen, and these guys are like, oh no, we don't need that, we're good. And we, I mean, I don't recall ever seeing a OSHA inspector there, but I think we may have had one before actually. If I think we did, and then everybody had to wear a hard hat, and after he left, they took him off. But that was because someone saw him coming down the street or whatever, and they were lucky enough to have a bunch of hard hats. But it's still, I wouldn't, I don't take chances. You know, I've seen accidents happen. I've hear them happen. I see it on the news, and it's becoming a huge issue here in the city. And you know, it could happen anywhere. Or you can't just say, oh, well, that happens in New York and that happens in Chicago. It happens anywhere at any time. Doesn't matter. So wherever you're working, whether it's in a new construction, residential home, commercial, or industrial, please wear your PPEs, man. Wear your hard hats, safety glasses, gloves, work boots. Be prepared. You don't want to lose an eye, lose a or lose your life for any reason. All right. So God, they're making so much noise up there. It's like WrestleMania. I don't know what they're doing. Wow. And it's funny, you know, they're making so much noise above me. Every time they pound on the floor, I can see like on my ceiling the screws from the sheetrock actually slowly poking out, like bumped out, poking through. So I was like, oh my god, you guys, like, you're gonna tear my ceiling apart, you know? Uh, I think I never even told them that. I think I'll have to start letting them know, like, hey, take it easy on the pounding. Um, heard today, Amos Curtis heard today that the largest producer of masks in the U.S. hasn't been contacted by the government for more masks. The government is relying on imports for masks. Straight from the owner's mask on NPR today. I would believe that actually because it's a shame what our leaders are doing, and they're basically lying to us and saying that all this is coming in. But if you know if you have the producer of the mask saying he hasn't got any orders, and I have a huge stockpile that could here that could be sent out, then you know what I'm saying? Like it you can't deny the truth. You can't get away from the truth. You know it's a shame. Edit straight from the owner's mouth on NPR today. There you go. If the owner's saying that, then there's something wrong. You know, we need those masks. New York City, Chicago, New Jersey, Connecticut, Boston, Massachusetts, Florida. All these states are now infected with this virus. They all need it, and it's very important that we need those masks. You know, Amos, have you no video yet? I'm a scribe. Them waiting. Some deliveries I had to make had to wear a hard hat just to make deliveries. Well, yeah, I mean, it depends. I mean, were you in an area where it was like a warehouse, where they had like 2-story, 3-story shelves with pallets of boxes and stuff. I mean, of heavy equipment. I mean, that's one reason. If you're working in a warehouse like that, then yeah, you will need because you don't want something to tip over, fall, and hit you in the head, you know, or hurt you. So yeah, you're gonna be required to wear a hard hat. Now, if it's like, for instance, like my apartment, my ceiling is only what 8 feet high. If it's like shelves that go only like 6 feet above, then you don't really need a hard hat. You know, anything way higher than that, then yeah, you're gonna need a hard hat and walk around it and stuff. You know, because for instance, like Costco or BJ's, you don't. I mean, you see all these shelves with their products stacked up, and obviously you don't see customers wearing hard hats. In reality, though, what those shelves should be having are guards to prevent tipping over of merchandise. They're supposed to have shelf guards that go across to hold back the box merchandise in case they tip over or fall off, or at least saran wrapped and then with the guard on. But you know, sometimes most of the time you go to BJ's or Costco and you'll see them with saran wrap, but you don't see guards. So I've seen a warehouse similar to Costco. I can't remember the name of it actually. What's the name of that department store? It's like it is like Costco and BJ's. I'm just trying to get. You guys probably know, but they have guards for the extra merchandise that they could take down and restock on the bottom shelves. They would have these metal guards. They will have it, I think, 2 feet apart from each other or a foot apart. It'll be 2 or 3 to make sure that surrounds the shelf to make sure that the product doesn't tip over and fall over. Which is smart because you don't want customers getting hurt or even getting killed or crushed by heavy merchandise. Let's see here what we have. Conan Man Client Guy, some deliveries. Okay, we have that. Hey, leave Chicago out of this. Chicago didn't do anything to you. No, I'm saying they might need the masks. All the states need masks. And it's a shame that they're saying the federal government doesn't want to help, which they should be. They should be helping the states. When it comes down to it, we're the United States of America. It's all states, not just one state. The federal government's supposed to be there to help any state in this country during these times. But if we got people up there in the White House and higher ups acting the way they're acting and wanting us to bid or fight each other for PPEs and all that, then that's shameful on them. Shame on them for that because they're supposed to be helping. That's their job. But apparently they don't want to see it that way. Our leaders don't want to see it that way because, well, it's all about greed now. It's greed. So, and in a time like this, greed shouldn't be involved in this. It should be help. It should just be helping others. We should be helping each other, not fighting over these things. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's see. Come to my studio and much appreciated. Lawnmower says, haha, one guy just sent me the certification for some masks. The certification is for polyethylene gloves. I don't think I'll buy from him. Oh, man. Whoa. I live in Mass, and average rate of death from the virus is 1.8%, but in my county, it's 12%. We were also the last county to get the virus. Yes, Lawnmower, Sam's Club. Thank you. Oh, Jesus. I can't even remember these places' name. In some Sam Clubs that I've been, like, there was one in Jersey. I think they closed down, though. They went out of business. But the one that was open, was it? I think it was Elizabeth or somewhere, either Elizabeth or what's that other one next to Elizabeth? Union. I think it was part of Union. No. Yeah, it was Elizabeth. They have their ceilings weren't really that high, but they had guards on them. But they closed down. I don't know why. That's a shame because I had a Sam's Club membership too. This stimulus package is a cash grab for the banks and big businesses. Yeah, I heard about that, dude. I mean, I read an article on the the New York Post, and it's sad. Like they jumped on the opportunity for that, and now Trump wants to give it to them too. It's like, but he wants to give the majority of it to them and less to us. I mean, that's shameful, man. There you go, greed. Greed becomes a powerful ally to these guys, and what happens, and the result of that is just you're making us suffer the consequences of it. It's sad. Sam's Club. I've had to install equipment in new Sam's Club's locations. Usually, I'm the only one there. No one to say anything about hats or gloves or anything. I mean, hey, like I said, it's different in different states and stuff. So, oh man, wow, we're about to hit 9:30. It's crazy. I'm getting a lot of these notifications. I'm getting Mike Holt notification. What else am I getting? Washington Post. Got a lot of notifications coming my way here. Woo. But guys, listen. If since we're talking about construction safety, I mean, pretty soon, obviously, I mean, yeah, well, what am I saying? I mean, obviously, if you guys have before this, the shutdown for these job sites and what have you, um, um, some of you may have gotten the word about the COVID-19 and um, have your OSHA meetings and your site safety meetings about it. Now OSHA's included COVID-19 as a pathogen subject about pathogens and infectious diseases. So we did have a toolbox talk OSHA meeting about that, actually. Not toolbox talk, but OSHA meeting about um, uh, viruses and pathogens on the job site and spread of diseases and back and all that. So obviously it's been now implemented through OSHA to do that. So once we get back into the job sites again, once this is all over, we go back to work. That's also going to be included on the job site OSHA meetings. So don't be surprised if you're sitting down with your foreman and he's reading it to you. We're gonna be going through a lot of and it might even it's also going to be included with the OSHA 30. I'm assuming it's already included in the OSHA 30 course too, with coronavirus, you know, taking the toll with what taking the toll of this country now, and I just hope that man, I hope we do go back to work. I really hope that this does pass us through, passes by, and well, passes by, but it eventually goes away. Um, and I hope that a lot of people who are sick and in the hospitals right now recover and able to go back home to their families and their loved ones, um, and and continue living healthy lives. Another thing I want to add is also, again, whenever I go and do these live streams with the coronavirus updates, I just want to say a big, big, big shout out to the first responders, to the nurses and doctors that are out there fighting the good fight, making sure that we're all safe and healthy. Police officers in the fire department. I want to give a big shout out to those guys as well. You guys are doing, doing the best that you can with the best that you got, and we really appreciate. I appreciate you guys, and I'm pretty sure everyone appreciates that. Appreciates that everyone here in especially here in New York City, where we're now the epicenter of the coronavirus. Anyone watching in the New York City area as well, please, please, please do not. If you're still thinking about just going out playing basketball, whatever you're thinking about, or people out of the state, please take this seriously. This is killing people. This is taking a lot of lives. You know, don't even pay attention to these, the White House press conference, because we just want to hear facts. We don't want to hear garbage from what goes on in his mouth, because he's giving us false hope about going back out, opening up the country, go back to work. Don't believe what he says. Please, I urge you, stay indoors. If you need to go out for like groceries or laundry, or maybe you're driving, you need gasoline, or if you're just going out for walks with your family, please make sure you're 6 feet apart. Practice social distancing. Okay. As you come home, if you're a city worker, you work in city infrastructure, either you work for a utility company for emergency work calls, or if you're working now and you're working on the ground, or in state buildings and so forth. Please, you come home. Please come home. Don't hug your wife. Don't hug your kids. Please use common sense. Get rid of the clothes. Put your clothes into the hamper. Your dirty clothes. Take hot showers. Remember, the coronavirus does not like the heat. It does not like extreme heat. Take a hot shower, hot enough that you can take, that you can handle. When you come home as well, if you can, you want to come and wash your hands, especially on the job site. You come in to work, wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer if you can't wash your hands. When you go for coffee break, before, go wash your hands. Do it even after your coffee break. Go wash your hands. Before lunch, go wash your hands. Wash your hands after lunch. When you use a bathroom, please wash your hands. This is becoming a huge. This is a huge issue. This is a huge problem. It's a pandemic going on. You know, and I urge you to take take these precautions. Listen to the facts. Listen to the experts. You know, we have people, thousands of people dying almost every day from this. Every day, actually, from this virus. And it looks, yes, it looks like it's not slowing down, but we need to, like I said, need to practice social distancing and stay home. Go out if you have to. Wear your mask, wear your gloves, wash your hands when you come back, disinfect your food, put all your fruits and vegetables in hot water with soap. It's this is a real thing, and I urge all of you to take these precautions. Um, I'm not saying this because you know I'm not I'm yeah, I guess I'm saying this for our health because it's important. Our health is important, not the economy. Okay, you're worried, and I know some of you are worried about. You're depressed. Some of you work in commercial businesses. Maybe you work in real estate, or you work in the in stock exchange, in the financial department. Please, I urge you, do not. If you feel depressed, if you have any suicidal thoughts, please call the 1-800 number, um, and go on websites, get the information, talk to someone, talk to a relative, talk to a friend. You know, please, I urge you to, if you need to talk to someone, talk to someone. Go online, like I said, and research the numbers. I can actually go right now for you and leave that number. Okay, so let's see here. So if you need to, and you need to go on, you need to talk to someone, you're having suicidal thoughts, I'm gonna put the number here, so that way if you guys know anyone who is depressed or has suicidal thoughts, here's the number. Please, I urge you, um, provide this number to a loved one or friend or someone you know that's going through depression during this coronavirus, this pandemic. Um, there's people on the line who can help. Please, your life is more important than anything else, and I hate to hear when people take their own lives because of what's going on, or whatever is going on in their lives that's making them feel down, and they're taking a beating, and they can't get up. You can recover from that, and you can move on in life. Okay, so please, share this number, share it, go around. I actually will put it in the description box after this video. So I'm gonna do that with every live stream I'm gonna do, especially my live stream, Sunday Funday Q&As, um, and put it down. This is the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. It's 1-800-273-8255. Okay, so please, I urge you to call that number if you're feeling down, depressed, or having suicidal thoughts. Okay. Um, any political? What's his name? Well, I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to, inform people that look, about how serious the coronavirus is. So that's not what I meant. No, come on, no, Conan, man, come on, man, don't do that. It's serious. What I'm saying is serious, and if you can't, then just don't post stuff like that, dude. And I don't know who could be watching, who may be having, who may be going through a tough time right now. And I mean, it may be funny to some of you, but that's not put stuff like that there, buddy. All right. So sorry, I gotta remove it. Um. So, anyways, I hope I hope you all found your questions that you've asked helpful. Um. I hope those of you out there with you're with your family, your kids, your wife, fiance, girlfriend, or you're with a close friend. Hope you guys are doing okay. Everybody's staying together. Keep constant communication. Um, Stay active as well. Stay productive at home. Come up with games with your kids or your family, or try to just to pass the time. Um, Now, yes, a lot of people, like I said, are worried financially, but at this point, it's not. Don't think too much of it. Just think about your health, think about your life, think about your kids, your health, your wife's health in life. Everybody that just feed some positive energy all around you, and just keep safe. Always, and practice social distancing as well if you're going out. Like I said before, you have to be serious, but we have to laugh about some of it too. No, I get that. I get that, bro. But this right here, what I'm posting, it's serious. There's people out there who could be sensitive and be watching, and I don't want to offend them. I don't want nobody in the chat to offend them as well. Um, so, like I said earlier, the numbers there, I put it down. It's National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. It's 1-800-273-8255. Okay. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you guys got the answers, like I said, that you needed. I hope whatever I said was informative. It helped a lot. It helped you in some way. I enjoyed tonight's update live stream. Usually I do this during the day. I thought maybe I can, keep you guys updated what's going on, and just kind of maybe put your mind at ease about what's going on in the situation. We just talk about, stuff that's construction, or, anything like with movies, games, and what have you. So I appreciate every single one of you being here tonight. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to you. Hope that everybody's gonna pull through this. I really hope that we all. I really think we all can pull through this. Actually, not hope, but I think we really do. We really can pull through this. You know, um, we'll get through this as long as we just do what we have to do. Do what we're advised to do, and we slow down this virus, or in fact, just it goes away entirely. Um, what's happening? He says. Good live stream. I had the video muted because I was in the middle of a match. Oh, it's good, Teal. It's good, bro. Yeah, it's a good live stream. I really liked it tonight. It was really smooth, actually. Now I figured out a new thing where on my laptop I can't be running other programs, and that's what's been slowing it down. So, but it's been good. It's been good on my I can see from the phone, from the chat. I can't see from my screen because I have a window up on a search engine here. So I'm actually gonna exit out right now. Good. And yeah, it's been smooth. I like the live stream tonight, guys. I'm glad you guys could see really well here. On your end, and on my end, it's working out pretty good. I'm really happy for that. And like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I appreciate every single one of you being here tonight, and hanging out, keeping you guys. I'm glad I kept some of you guys informed, whether it's either the construction or the COVID-19, or in some way the COVID-19. And like I said, as I'm about to close this stream out, I just want to say again, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here tonight, guys. I appreciate every single one of you being here. Always remember, if you're working on the job site, because you're an essential worker, if you're in healthcare as well, always remember, wear your personal protective equipment, your PPEs. Watch each other's back, help one another out, practice safe and social distancing, wash your hands, and be safe, stay healthy, keep communication with one another, and I'll see you all on the next one. All right, so have a good night, everybody, And Teal, I'll see you in a few minutes. Amos Cardoza says, "Sorry, I was listening while cleaning up. Otherwise, I would have put Conan Man in a well-needed time out." It's all right, dude. It's all right. I had the video music. Okay, yep. You didn't miss anything. You can always play it back. All right. Take care, guys. Peace out. Have a good night.